do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Los Angeles Rams. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, it's gone. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Check, 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 check. Hey, Shell. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Running is Barber, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 39-yard line.
What? Mike 20. Check 55, Mike. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Check 3. Blue draw Corkers.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Gerald Everett is tied in, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Cut. 20. 52's the mic. Hey, 76. 76. 76. You remember me. Let's go.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. He'll have a first down inside the 10. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
On first and goal, Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Down. 50. Land. Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Second and 5. Open man, it's Preston Williams. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 25-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Looking to throw. He finds Kalen Ballage, his running back. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
First down, Dolphins.
Ready. Cam Tucson. 59.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. From 13 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for everyone possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. 27 yards there, a first down.
It's a gain of 27 yards. That's good for Rams.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line.
Check 26. Switch.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
That's what I do. Check.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, LA! Todd Gurley, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Rams have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Dolphin first down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. The 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Ballage, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Goff now to throw. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Kill. Check 50, check 50.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
What? 20. Check 55 to Mike. 12. 55 to Mike. Super one. Check it back. Greystone, travel.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be third down.
180. I got you. I got you. 55 is mine, guys. 55. All right. Let's go, V. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Hey, check mine. Check mine.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Hard throw, incomplete. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run here with Balaj. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 8. They're complete. This is Albert Wilson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 34-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Now he'll escape to his left. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Now, I know it's only a loss of a couple of yards, but when you get near the sidelines, just flip the ball out of bounds, incomplete, and save the yardage. Save the yards, not your stats.
Let's go,
And
let's
it looks
go,
like
let's
we've
go.
got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
41 to my Hayward. You. Let happen.
They'll look to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. Nope. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jalen Ramsey with a sack on the corner blitz.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll set up to throw. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. So third down, and defensively the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. He'll look to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards.
First down, Dolphins.
Come on, set. 30 base, let's go.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
90. Roll. Pick up the ball. H3, 218. Chopper.
2nd and 2. Gets this into the hands of Samaje Perine. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 21.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. Watch twist. Ready.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Hey, watch the ball.
From the gun, here's Goff. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 14.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Cut. Deuce. Hatch it. Jam. Switch. DC. Play.
Hey, 5.
Mike 55. Check 55.
Out of the gun, gone. And got him in. It's Woods. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
At the 40-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And nothing but daylight ahead. 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
That's a touchdown right here.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Back now in Los Angeles. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Back now in Los Angeles. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Balaj. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Hey, we are block it.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's a run with Balaj. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kalen Balaj, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because...
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, LA. Gerald Everett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one into the hands of the running back, Melange. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Here's Matt Hawk now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Fielded just inside the 30. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, Foxtrot.
It's just me and you.
Now a 1st down throw. Gone. Dumps it off to Gurley. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Goff. And Woods has it complete.
Here we go.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
All day, baby, all day.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, gone. This is caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Single, slap. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Watch 84. Watch 84. Touch. Ready.
Now back to throw. It got his man complete. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
Now a handoff looking right. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Miami, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for L.A., they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.